What's up, guys, and welcome back to episode number 3 of our Project Ozone 3 Skyblock Let's Play. So, in between this episode and last episode, I've been a little bit busy. As you can tell over here, I extended a little bit of a platform over here to a wooden platform. And the reason I made this a wooden platform was so that we can use our cobblestone, and specifically our compressed cobblestone, to make, or not to make, but to place down and vein mine so that there's no risk of vein mining the platform that our base is actually made out of. I'm just going to go ahead and quickly make some of this into compressed cobblestone so we have some more room. And that'll be enough. We have more room in our chest over here to make more cobblestone. Now, as you can tell, I've been compressing this cobblestone, and we have a lot of cobblestone. So the first thing that I wanted to do today with you guys was to go ahead and sort of remedy this issue. We have a single chest here. That's not enough storage for our cobblestone. We're going to want cobblestone in the future, so we're going to go ahead and remedy this by to begin a compacting drawer. Now, in order to make the compacting drawer, we're going to need 5 stone. So we'll go ahead, we'll just make a bunch of stone because, we might need that in the future. So in order to make this compacting drawer, we're going to first need some pistons. So we can go ahead and make some pistons. Another thing I did between this episode and the last one is I sieved a bunch of material to get more resources. So I think I sieved a stack of compressed sand, a stack of compressed gravel, and a stack of compressed dust. Actually, I might not have sieved that much sand, but as you can see by this chest here, we have a bunch of resources, which and we're also going to need to upgrade this chest shortly because we just don't have any room to store all of our resources. So yeah, a bunch of metals, a bunch of dusts, a lot of redstone, and good stuff like that. So we're going to take some redstone, we're going to take some iron, and we have the planks, and we're going to go ahead and make... Actually, first we're going to make another crafting station because, again, when they're connected to a chest, you can't see your favorited recipes. So now I can go ahead over here, make 2 pistons. We got those. And another part of this, we're going to need a compacting drawer. So we're going to need more wood. I've used a lot of wood lately. I don't remember what I used it for. Oh no, yeah, that's what I used it for. I made a bunch more charcoal just so that we'll have more fuel in the future. But yeah, we'll go ahead and make, let's just make, oh no, we can't do that. But I think I already made a bunch of chests as a matter of fact, because we're going to need a lot of those for this compacting drawer. So if we wait for a basic drawer, we can go ahead and make one of those. Apparently that was a quest. So we'll go ahead and grab our stone out of here. And we'll go ahead and make our compacting drawer, which is awesome. Alright, so that was also a quest apparently. So we'll go ahead and boom. So now what this compacting drawer does is it takes the cobblestone from the cobblestone generator, and when it has 9 cobblestone here, you can see it makes a compressed cobblestone. And once it gets 9 compressed cobblestone, it'll make a double compressed cobblestone. So essentially this is just a great way to store our cobblestone way more efficiently than we have been. So you can see now we have a 50 double compressed cobblestone, and that'll fill up again with more cobblestone as that cobblestone generator continues. Alright, so now that we got that done, what I wanted to do was go ahead and work on our thermal expansion setup here. Now as you guys can see, I moved our water source just back a little bit into the ground. There's a cool feature that I discovered in this mod pack where if you hold shift and you can see there's those 2 brackets appear next to the crosshair there, and if you right click, it'll place a block under this like that. So I use that in order to place those blocks down, but that's a pretty cool feature that I don't think has been implemented. At least I haven't experienced it before. But anyway, let's go ahead and make a redstone furnace. So what I've been doing in between this episode and the last one was I put all of the ore chunks that we got. As you can see, I still have a bunch in here. Been pulverizing them, and they've been making a bunch of dust. So look at all this stuff that we haven't processed. So we're definitely going to need a new chest here. But in the interim, let's go ahead and just pop some more coal or we'll use charcoal inside of our steam dynamo here, so that makes more power to power our pulverizer. So let's go ahead and work on this redstone furnace. What we're going to need for this is another machine frame. We're going to need glass for that as well. So we'll take our glass and we'll go ahead and take our tin. Now I have a pretty decent amount of tin from, again, just smelting. So we'll go ahead and make our tin gear. Whoops, did not mean to do that. We'll go ahead, we can unfavorite this compacting drawer now. So we have our machine frame. I think we can make that. The other thing we're going to need is clay. Now, do I have clay? I have 1 clay, because we're going to need how many bricks? We're going to need 8 clay total for this. So we're actually going to need another clay. Now, do I have dust? I believe I have dust. I do have dust. So that can be remedied pretty easily by just making another clay in this wooden crucible here, or actually in the wooden barrel here. We can put our water in, that in, and boom, we have another clay. So let's go ahead, put these 2 clay into clay balls. There they are, and we'll go ahead and smelt these down. Just to expedite the process a bit, we will put those in there as well. Yeah, definitely going to need to upgrade our storage soon. In fact, in the interim, I might just add another double chest on top of here to put some overflow stuff for the meantime. Again, we're not going to need that in the future. Oh, also, I didn't mention, but I made some more furnaces and upgraded them to gold as well. So, we have bricks. We're going to need 3 more in order to make 2 sets of bricks. And from those, let's see what else we need for this redstone furnace. So we have the machine frame. We need 2 copper gears, and we're also going to need gold. So let's go ahead. Do I have any copper smelted? It doesn't look like I do, actually. I have a bunch of pulverized copper, though, so we can go ahead and put that in our furnaces here to get some copper. We're going to need 8 copper, but in the interim, let's go ahead and get our redstone reception coil, which is just going to require a piece of gold and some redstone, which we have on us already. And there we go. Now I can go ahead and put this charcoal away. Yeah, so we're already full on this in this chest, so we're gonna have to move up here, but that's alright for now. Yeah, in the future, I'll definitely look at storage systems that I can get up and running that will help alleviate some of these issues that we're having with storage already. But we'll go ahead, get 2 copper gears, and with that we should be able to make our redstone furnace. Alright, so now we have another quest done. So I'm going to go through and make claim these rewards that we've done. So we made the basic drawer, we made the compacting drawer. I didn't even realize that there were quests associated with that. But we also went ahead and made our redstone furnace. So we have a pretty good amount of RAK we're accruing here. Soon we'll have to look into what we can redeem with that. But in the meantime, so we've been producing RF power with our steam dynamo here, just one of them. Which has been doing a great job to power our pulverizer. Now I want to go ahead and store power so that we can have it to perform different processes for machines instead of just having to continuously produce it. So let's go ahead and look at making an energy cell from thermal expansion. Now this is going to require a lead gear, even more glass, and what was that? And iron, I believe, was that? Yeah, so we have all of that on us except the lead. But we can go ahead and take a bunch of lead, which I've been smelting. And go over here, go ahead and make the cell frame. So now we're just going to need 2 more lead. Oh, we're going to need electrum for this. Now how can we make electrum? This is not something that I thought we would need to do. We might need to make an induction furnace really quickly here. Yeah, so let's go ahead and do that. In order to make this, we're going to need to make an induction furnace to make the electrum. So let's look at the induction furnace recipe. This is very and now we need Invar, which is another alloy. See, last episode I know I said that I didn't want to get into tinkers if I could avoid it. I might have to get into tinkers, which is a little bit unfortunate. But first, let's just go ahead and see. Wait, no, we're looking at this. Yeah, so we're going to need electrum. Yeah, it looks like we might need to get into tinkers, guys. Quite unfortunate, because the induction smelter recipe also requires an alloy. So 2 metals blended together, essentially. And in order to get Invar... Wait, no. Is Invar the same as nickel? Or am I making that up? I might be... No, you need nickel to make Invar. So I think we're going to go ahead and actually need to get into tinkers here. Which is not something that I was planning on doing, actually. Which is a little bit unfortunate, but it does look like that's something we're going to need to do. So you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and cut here, guys, get some materials ready to get into tinkers, and I'll be right back with you. Alright guys, I am back, and I have definitely delved into tinkers. So in order to get into tinkers, it looks like they added something. This is something new to me. So the Simply Tinkers quest requires you to make these porcelain stuff. So essentially, this is news to me. This is new to me, but it looks like there is a porcelain step before you can make the smeltery. So I went ahead and did this quest, made all of these ingredients, created the porcelain smelter, made a bunch of grout, which I was feeding into this hopper here, which I can take down now. And the grout was going into here, and this smelts the grout. And I was making seared brick with an ingot cast that I made with gold, and a seared faucet, and I was making seared brick and seared blocks, and I made all of those into the traditional smeltery bricks, blocks rather, and I went ahead and made all of this stuff to complete this quest. So I can go ahead and take this porcelain mini smeltery down. And I just did all this off camera because it took a while for me to go ahead and craft all this stuff and make it as I wanted it. So now I'm actually going to go ahead and extend. So I made a little bit of a platform to put our tinker stuff. Again, this is temporary. I'm definitely going to make a more permanent base into the future, but for now I will go ahead and just put stuff down where it fits, because, well, that's kind of what I have time for right now. So anyway, we'll go ahead and make ourselves a smeltery. So I'm going to go ahead, mine 9 cobblestone out of the floor here. And this may or may not be a good idea. I might not be able to take these seared bricks back, but hopefully our smeltery will stay here for a bit at least. So I'll go ahead and put these smeltery seared bricks down. Now I'm going to go ahead and find our smeltery controller, which is right here. We'll put that down right there. And in fact, I'm going to go ahead and extend our cobblestone platform a little bit this way. So we have our casting basin and our casting table. We're going to put those right here and right here, with our drains right above that. So let's go ahead and refill all this stuff in with some seared bricks, and I'll go ahead and put the tank right here. And this is a tank we're going to have to put lava in for the fuel. So I already have a bucket of lava there. And our seared drains are right here. Actually, no, these need to be might put these into the ground actually. Because yeah, our seared... In fact, let's go ahead and actually just put a couple of more seared bricks here. So our smelter is complete. I'm going to go ahead and put our drains here, and then I'll go ahead and put our casting table and basin right here as well. So I'm going to actually just go ahead, continue to extend this out a bit, just so that we have enough room. Now I also want to go ahead and make sure no mobs spawn here. So we'll see if I have any. Do I have any torches? I do not, but I can go ahead and make some. Take some of these sticks. Whoops. And with this, we'll go ahead and make a bunch of torches here. So, go ahead and light this area up so that we don't have any mob spawning. Extend this out a bit, and this way, sure. Alright, so now we have our smeltery set up. I'll go ahead and put this last seared brick just right there. And lastly, we'll put our two faucets, not that one, our two seared faucets down. Go ahead and get this ingot cast out and put that in the casting table. So now we have ourselves a Tinker's Smeltery. So with this smeltery, in fact, I'm going to just start it right now. We can go ahead and put in our nickel, and I'll put in 4 iron with that. And so this should get us some invar. And then after this invar, we're going to go ahead and put 2 silver and 2 gold in. That way we'll get ourselves some electrum. So in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and put some of this stuff back. We won't need this porcelain stuff anymore. I might even be able to just throw that away, but we'll go ahead and keep it for now. Alright, so let's see. This is almost done. Now we almost have ourselves some invar. While that's finishing up, we'll go ahead and put our silver and our gold in. So there we go. We have 8 ingots of invar, which... why can that not go out? Is it because I don't have drains all the way up here? Or seared bricks? That should be able to work, I thought. Oh no. Anyway, now we have our electrum and our invar, but it's not working. And I think if I go ahead and break this, it's gonna... You know what? We might lose all of this, but that's okay because we have a bunch of resources. I'm gonna go ahead and get 4 iron, 2 nickel again, 2 silver, 2 gold, and I might have to put this stuff into the ground. We'll take our drain, our other drain. Yeah, so this kind of sucks. I think this is a new mechanic. Oh no, it keeps it. It keeps it. That's good. So that's good that it keeps that stuff. We'll go ahead and put our drain and our table and our basin in here. Again with our 2 faucets. So we should be able... yeah, there we go. So now that casts. That's interesting. I didn't know it needed... the drains needed to be on the same level. That's news to me. I didn't think it was like that before. But anyway, I'll go ahead and unfavorite our porcelain stuff because we finished that. So now we're going to work towards our redstone furnace again, now that we have the ability to make alloys. In fact, no, I already made the redstone furnace, didn't I? Yes, I did. What we're looking for is our energy cell, which is what required the invar from what I remember. No, this required the electrum. So let's go ahead and actually switch these 2 around and get invar. Yeah, I think the electrum. So the invar was the induction smelter, which is what required that. But regardless, we have ourselves some electrum now, which means we can actually go ahead and finally we can make our redstone energy cell. So did we make the cell frame? We did. So we just need a block of redstone and some lead here. So let's see, we have a bunch of lead. Get 9 redstone. We'll need another redstone for our... no, we'll need 2 more redstone, in fact. Whoops, don't need that. Put that there and this here, and there we go. We have our redstone conductance coil. And from this, well, hopefully, do I have the, I think I have everything for this. So let's go ahead, put it in here, and boom, we have our energy cell, which is great. So now we have our redstone furnace, our energy cell, and a pulverizer. So with this, we can actually go ahead and finally store power, and in addition to store power, we can use that power to power our pulverizer, which can feed dust into our furnace here. So now that I've done this, now they probably don't have dollies. That's an old mod from what I understand. Yeah, so I don't know if there's any way to move chests easily. There probably is, and I just don't know it. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and manually move these chests. Yeah, so now I've started to put stuff into this top platform, or this top chest here. But just to dump some other stuff away that we don't need. I also went ahead and made myself a chisel, which I used to turn seared stone into seared bricks from that porcelain smeltery. But anyway, so we have a bunch of stuff in here that we're going to pick up. I'm going to just go ahead and put the dusts in here for now. We'll end up processing these very shortly once I get this thermal setup going. But for now, we're going to go ahead and put them in here. So, let's take our pulverizer down, take our flux duct and our dynamo down. So, for now, we're going to go ahead and just set up a basic setup for ore doubling now that we have this stuff. So, I'm going to go ahead, place our energy cell down, and let's think about this. So, yeah, I'll just put that there for now. And we'll put this right there. Not there. In fact, no, we have our crescent hammer, so we don't need to do that. But we can go ahead and take our crescent hammer and move that there. So, and let's grab a stack of charcoal to put into here. So this, if we put water in here, should go ahead and power, and it's going to power our energy cell here, which is great. So we're going to be able to get storage of power up to 2 million RF. This used to be 400,000, I think, so that's updated. But yeah, 2 million RF is going to be plenty of power for us in the meantime here. So we'll go ahead and look on this energy cell interface, and on the left side, I'm going to do a power output on the orange. We'll take some leadstone flux ducts, and from that extend a little bit out ways and put our pulverizer down just right here. So this should be getting power, and then we're going to put a chest. In fact, we don't probably need a chest. Let's put this hopper on top of our pulverizer. So anything we want pulverized, which is going to be ore chunks, we're going to put into this hopper here. It's going to feed into our, we're going to enable auto input. It's going to feed into our pulverizer on the top. And then on the left side of the pulverizer, we're going to put an orange output into our redstone furnace, which is going to take from the right and output on the top. So we have another chest here. Let's put this on the top. So this should get every single ingot. So this should make dust. We'll put dust in here, for example, aluminum. Oh wow, that is super fast, that redstone furnace. And so that'll smelt the dust and put it in our chest up here. So yeah, I'll end up having to, I'll process all of these dusts through the furnace here, and we'll be able to have a bunch of ingots in between this episode and the next one. So the next thing I wanted to do, now that we have our a basic ore doubling setup, which is what we have here. In fact, it probably wouldn't hurt to have another steam dynamo. So let's see what that costs, because the steam dynamo is right now is essentially just going to double our power output. So let's see what that costs. Some copper, yeah, this is extremely doable for us now. So we'll take copper. That's plenty of copper. Iron. And we're going to need silver and redstone, which we have. And yeah, that should be good. I might just make maybe even more than one more. So let's go ahead and see how many. See if we can make 2 more dynamos here. And boom, there we go. 2 more dynamos. So I actually kind of wish I moved this all over one so I could put more of these in here. But we'll put that there. We'll move this torch. Put that there. Nah, not there. We just lost a source block. There we go. Put this here. Take that. Take that. Whoops. Not what we want. There we go. We'll just take one of these, put that there, so that's feeding into that. And this is also going to be feeding into that. So let's go ahead and fill these both up with some water. Oops. That needs one more. So these are full of water. And we'll go ahead and get some more charcoal. We'll definitely probably need to smelt some more charcoal, but that's alright. That's very doable. So now these are both powering this, and this is just going to fill up with energy. Pulverizer is powered, redstone furnace is powered, and there we go. We'll just go ahead and take some of this. Don't need all of that. But alright, so now we have ourselves a basic ore doubling setup without the use of tinkers. We ended up having to construct this smeltery, which is fine. It's good that we have it, but I'm glad that we don't need to double our ores in this, because this takes forever to smelt and then get the ores or the ingots themselves out of. So this is really nice to have this thermal setup here, that we just dump our ore chunks into here and get double the ingots out of here. Alright, so now that we have some basic ore doubling set up, I wanted to look into not ore, but dirt production, because in order to progress through certain quests, we need dirt, and we need to sieve dirt for some industrial hemp seeds. So if I can go ahead and find the quest tab, here we go. So we need these hemp seeds in order to progress through the immersive engineering tab. Now what I want to work towards is this coke oven and the blast furnace, which is going to get us coal coke and steel, and we're going to need steel for recipes down the line, I'm sure. So I wanted to start this quest line by go ahead and getting some hemp seeds, and in order to get hemp seeds, we need to sieve dirt through a regular string mesh, and we only have a 5% chance of that. So let's actually make another sieve here. Let's see what that can do for us. So we have that recipe up. Go ahead and take some wood out. And we're going to need some slabs. Now, do we have slabs available to us already? No, we don't. We'll make some more of those. And sticks we can just take out of here. So let's make some more sieves here. 8 sieves, perfect. And while we're over here by our inventory, let's just make a few more mesh. 3 mesh, in fact, that'll be plenty. So we'll just do, so you can see here I already have a sieve with this regular string mesh. Now we want to put dirt through this. Now in order to get dirt, we need to put something to compost in a wooden barrel. So you can see all of these different plant materials are able to be composted. Now the one material of all of these that we have the most of is probably saplings. Now we don't have a lot of saplings, but off camera I did go ahead and grow some trees to get more saplings. So we can go ahead and put saplings in here, and this will make dust after a while. Now I'm going to automate this just a little bit so that we don't have to babysit it as much. So I'll go ahead and get some iron and a chest to make a hopper here. And with this hopper, I will put it on top of the barrel there. with another chest under. So you can see there, that's how we go ahead and get ourselves some, there's my axe, some dirt. But I'll go ahead, I'll put a chest right here where that barrel was. If I can find it, there it is. And then we'll put the barrel on top of that, and then on top of that we'll put our hopper, and then into the hopper we'll put our saplings. Now this is going to go ahead and automatically put our saplings into the barrel, which is going to go ahead and process and automatically, I think, dump into here. Or it might not actually. I might need another hopper under this. Let's see if it does it. Yeah, it's not going to go ahead and do that. So yet another hopper we'll make here. Again, 5 more iron, which we already had on us, and a chest. Alright, so now we have another hopper. We'll extend this up again. So I have to put another hopper onto this barrel and a hopper. Where'd that hopper go? Where'd that hopper go? Didn't I have 2 hoppers? Oh well. We'll go ahead and make some more chests anyway. Make another hopper. Where'd my iron go? There it is. And put this on top of this. And put our saplings in there. So yeah, this is going to automatically make us dirt. Now, with the dirt that we do have, let's see if we get lucky and make some industrial hemp seeds. So we'll sieve this dirt through here. And did we get lucky? No, we did not. We got melon seeds, regular seeds, pumpkin seeds, and a bunch of pebbles that we don't really need. So that's a little bit unfortunate. I'm going to go ahead and put some of this extra junk away here, including the seeds that we just got, because those are a little bit useless for us right now. Put this stuff back. Alright, so this dirt is automatically producing, which is good. Put this stuff away. We need some food, don't we? So yeah, I was hoping that we could get lucky and get some industrial hemp seed. Oh wait, look at that, we got it. So we ended up actually getting it. We just didn't have any inventory for it. So now we can get industrial hemp fiber, which I believe is just, yeah, that's what the fully grown version of that produces. So let's get some bone meal, and we'll need ourselves a diamond hoe. We'll get 2 sticks, 2 cobble to make a hoe. We have a hoe on this, we'll just plant that, and we'll get some bone meal, and now we can just get a bunch. Whoops. So there we go, there's our quest. Alright, so we have this done. We'll claim that RAK. Now we need our engineer's hammer. And this is going to require 1 of those hemp fibers, 2 iron, and 2 sticks. Very manageable for us. I'm going to dump this. Man, we really need to figure out some inventory management going forward here. But before then, we're going to go ahead and continue this. 2 sticks. 2 those, 2 iron, and some industrial hemp fiber. There we go. Alright, so now we have ourselves an engineer's hammer, and now what I want to do is work towards these coal coke recipes. In fact, we can undo that and unfavorite that. So we're going to need a bunch of clay for this and some red sandstone. So let's go ahead and start producing some of that. Now we're going to need a bunch of dust, which we have some here, and a bucket, and we're going to need to make a bunch of clay in our barrel here. Oh, that's a water tank. The barrel is obviously being used for that now. So let's go ahead and make another barrel, actually, which I believe is just 7 wood, isn't it? Oh, no, we have oh no, those are more water tanks, so we don't have barrels. In fact, these might be water tanks. How do you make a barrel? Yeah, those are water tanks. So let's look up barrel. Barrel is a slab at the bottom. Alright. Slabs. 6 wood. Boom. So now we have another barrel, which means we can make some more clay here. So yeah, moving forward here, I think what we're going to want to do, it's not that, but go ahead and make our coke brick. In fact, I think I'm going to go ahead and take a cut here, guys, and I'll get stuff together for our coke brick, and then potentially the blast furnace, maybe not yet, but I'm going to go ahead and farm some coal, or not some coal, but some clay here, and get enough materials ready for our coke oven, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I went ahead and mined some, or farmed some clay rather, and now I believe we have enough for a full recipe of coke brick. Alright guys, so now we have our coke bricks, but oh gosh, am I gonna crash? No, I didn't. That was a huge lag spike. But anyway, so I looked at the time for the video, and we are definitely out of time. Another long video, just like episode 2, but I think we made some good progress today. We went ahead and made our compacting drawer. Now we can fit a bunch of cobblestone. Now we have our automated ore doubling and a bunch of power with our thermal expansion output here in that setup, which is great. We have hemp seeds now, so we can get into immersive engineering, and I think in the next episode we'll look toward maybe prettying up the base a bit, organizing things a little better, and then we'll move on to immersive engineering, maybe getting our coke oven and our blast furnace set up. But yeah, this is going to go ahead and end today's episode, so I hope you guys enjoyed. I appreciate you guys watching if you've made it this far. Any support, or all your support is appreciated. Any advice or recommendations you guys give me, I'm definitely happy to listen to. But I appreciate you guys watching as always, and I look forward to more into the future. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. See ya.